as you look to make a new start, the second step that we take is take an inventory of your life. Have you ever seen big stores that does inventory days? So literally, they go around looking at all the shelves and they're making note of how much of every little product they have, what quantity they have. Basically, it is to take an assessment of what they have. Even in the Bible, the parable that Jesus shares about the talents, it had to do with, first of all, understanding what you have before you do what you do with what you have. This is what the Bible says, Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 and 15. This is Jesus talking. He says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey." So Jesus is sharing a parable of the talents, and he's saying, a master calls his servants, and one he gives 5 and 2 and 1 talent, according to their own ability. As you read through the entire parable, you realize that when the master came back, he required of each servant to give account of what had been entrusted to them. And every servant who came to the master said, "You gave me this much, now I have given you this much." In other words, for the servant to be able to give back to the master something, he first had to know what he had. First, we need to know what we have before we can do something with it. And I'm telling you, every single person in this auditorium who is a child of God, God has blessed you with giftings, with talents. God has blessed you and has a plan and a purpose that he intends to fulfill through your life. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, it is a gifting that God has given. And for us to be able to stand before him on one day, which all of us will do, we need to first of all know what is the gifting that God has given us. And as we first of all understand and assess the gifting that we have, then we begin to become good stewards of that which God has given us. Yes? I'm telling you, all of us, this is something that we got to do this year. Do you know what God has gifted you with?